Hey, I'm Commando Larry. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about power steering, specifically towards vehicles that have hydraulic steering or hydraulic assist cylinders and four-wheel drive stuff, right? Many are familiar with PSC. If you don't know what PSC is a real known in this industry. I've used their stuff with great success. There's Howell, there's Lee's power steering is really good. Radial Dynamics is really good. I've had this PSC system on here for 5 years and 20,000 miles with absolutely no failures, but we finally made it screw up. So we're gonna talk about why it screwed up and how we can fix it so it doesn't happen again. What happened with this is, let's go walk this way. We're gonna look at a front pump. This is a trail gear pump. We're not gonna pay attention to this one. This is the PSC. This is their XRP or XPR pump series. I'm running a -12 feed and a -8 pump out pressure. So most of them are in line -6. I'm running a -8 because I have Hydro Boost. I'm trying to keep the flow volume up. The pump still is actually in good shape. It still works fine. We overheated it and overpressurized the system and it hurt this front seal. I cannot find the seal at the moment. So probably what I'll do is I'll find the seal, reseal this and use this as a spare, but I bought a new one. But let's talk about why this happened, okay? Let's go back over to the, Radial Dynamics. We're gonna talk about them too, okay? Because this is how we're gonna fix this. I run a giant cooler, and I run everything as a -8 on the return side. When we were racing Ultra 4, giant coolers and -8 fittings on the return made a huge difference. It made the thing steer more lively on lower RPMs, okay? So we've done it to this thing. What caused this to break, and like I said, I've had this on here for 20,000 miles, is when I first put this together for the first 500 miles, I had the PSC little, sorry, unscrew, make a mess. Oh, it's so great. I had the PSC little vent line and their little chicken shit breather system, and it just made a mess everywhere on top of the Jeep, like it is on the floor. And so I said, the heck with this, and just put a plug in it. And I was told not to do this, right? That the system needs to have some kind of vent. I'm gonna plug it. It's been this way for a long time. It finally caught up. Radial Dynamics is a really, really cool video on why putting a plug in this actually helps it and hurts it. But basically, if you let this thing vent, it's gonna create air bubbles because it's a hydraulic system, it's gonna make air. There's a filter in here that is trying to get the air to come out of the liquid and re-enter the atmosphere. It won't always do it. When this is under pressure, the pressurizing of the hydraulic fluid, just a little bit, a little headspace, and that keeps a little pressure on this. Once it warms up, actually keeps the air out of the system and works really, really well. It works really, really well until it doesn't. When it's over, you get this thing really scorching hot, this thing's glowing, not literally, but figuratively. It's damn scorching hot, and you're on the red line of this thing. It finally overheated to the point where it blew the seal out of the front pump. So what we're gonna do to fix this is Radial Dynamics has a new cap, that has a little swirl, a little trap that this has to go through, doesn't come out, doesn't pump its way out, and a different check valve system. So that's how we're gonna fix this. So yeah, that's what not to do with your power steering system, right? And so run a pressure system, have a release system, big coolers, -8 returns, mint. That's the gist. The stock vehicles, just, we're getting a lot of BMWs and Mercedes, even some of the Fords have this. How the stock gets the air out of it, because they have vent, all of them are vented. They run a stone filter inside this that doesn't allow the air to enter. It does, but it's very, very hard to go through. So most of the air that enters in the power steering system, in the stock systems, get taken out by a little scrubber stone inside the reservoirs. Most people don't know this. When your power steering is all dirty, it completely screws up that filter. Ford's really bad for this, but that's how the OE does it. We don't get this in this system. Howell does a cool thing. They run all their fluid through a filter, like a screw-on filter in the bottom, and that helps also. Those are great things, but the cap, a pressurized cap is the absolute best. Go out there, F your steering system, do it the right way, not like I did it. We're gonna fix this, do it right, and have a happy power steering system for a long time. If you like content like this, you wanna see more, like and subscribe. We're always gonna try to improve my old Commando and whatever else I have going on.